Hi, my name is Juliet, and today, precisely 1 year ago, I quit smoking.
Hi, my name is Juliet and welcome to my space.
So, it's already been 1 year since I stopped smoking, which we always say this, but time really flies by. I really wanted to make this video because, first of all, I'm really proud of myself that I've made it this far. I am really surprised of how much I have not changed because when people want to quit smoking, they always fear or they always wonder how different their lives are going to be when they've successfully quit. But I've come to find out that my life isn't really that different. It is only without smoking, which is kind of what is intended, right? But then again, no shame, no, I don't judge if you do smoke because I smoked. Like, I don't care if someone smokes. I really don't care. I just know that when I was a smoker, I was a severely unhappy smoker. And I had this voice in my head that I would constantly pick on myself and on how much I hated myself because I smoked cigarettes. And now I don't have to listen to that voice anymore. I was a smoker. I was a person who actually was ashamed of their habit. And I know that a lot of people, they're not ashamed, but I'm the type of person that really eats herself up if I don't stand by something, but I still do it to maybe, I don't know why. I sometimes think that I just want to push myself to how far I can go with not only smoking but also with drinking alcohol and stuff, because I've been wanting to quit that too, but then I'm like, what if I just try to drink normally like most people would? And I will get back to you on how that story goes, because I don't know, I've never quit alcohol like smoking in its entirely. I never quit alcohol fully, let's just say that. But I can see this sort of pattern when I was smoking and also when I was drinking, that I know you have people who smoke and who can just live with themselves. I couldn't live with myself when I was a smoker, or I live with myself, but I really hated myself. For smoking every single day, because I knew that it was bad for me. I knew all of those things. I wanted to get fit, but I then blamed smoking on, oh, I can't get fit because I'm a smoker. But now I come to find out that now I blame other things, or I will find other excuses not to work out or not do this or not do that. And the dream life that I had when I was a smoker is really not true. And it kind of shattered everything that I thought that I would be if I were not to smoke anymore. But it's funny because it is something that I wanted for so long, and I fantasized about for so long, to not smoke and to live healthy every single day. Like, if I would quit smoking, that would solve every little problem that I had. But it didn't. It so didn't. The problems are still the same. And it's really another sort of piece of evidence that it doesn't matter what habit you kill. It doesn't matter if you get rich. It doesn't matter if you improve on one aspect of your life. Because if you don't resolve the issues that you've always had, then you won't live the life that you really want to, or you really intend to. It is obviously really nice to not feel like you're killing yourself every single day. That's a really nice side effect. A really nice thing is also that I don't smell anymore. My hair doesn't smell anymore. I only recently find the smell of cigarettes to be gross. It took a really long time for me to really don't like the smell of smoke anymore, because I always liked that. And it just, I don't know, it was kind of nostalgic or something. It just made me nostalgic to earlier days. Like, smoking is seen as such a social thing, right? As we smoke, and when we are at a party, we go outside with everyone. And I remember being at parties, and then the majority would be smokers. So we would first be inside, and then the party would literally just migrate to the outside, and the party would continue there, and then inside would be boring or with less people. So smoking is seen as such a social thing, as such a thing that everyone does, and in the movies, and it's also seen as such a cool thing, you know, like when someone's on a motorcycle and they smoke a cigarette, it's seen as cool. Or in movies, you will see a lot of art with cigarettes. So it's more of a psychological thing, psychological programming, that it's somehow cool or somehow, I don't know, social or something. When it is actually just not made for your body. But then again, I'm like, what if I were to still smoke and I would be happy with myself? Would that be different? Because that's also an option out there. It's not in this lifetime, at least, an option for me, but it is something that I have thought about, because it's not as black as white, you know, as we think, or as I think. Oh, smoking bad, not smoking good. When I don't smoke, I will feel better. Well, yeah, for a while, but then your problems are still the same. Quitting smoking doesn't fix everything. It just fixes the chance of cancer. Chance for lung cancer, that's really nice, but it also really surprised me on how long it takes for your body to heal from cigarettes. The general timeline, at least, is like up to 15 years with your heart and your lungs. I don't know, but your heart takes a long time. Or the decrease of a risk of a heart attack or something. Maybe it's 5 years, maybe it's 15 years. I'll look it up. The thing I actually want to say is that, what if I learned from quitting smoking? Well, I have learned that fucking getting to focus, it doesn't really solve anything. At least it didn't for me. I simply just forget that I ever smoked, or that I simply just forget. When you quit smoking, life still sucks. But grow positive thoughts, right? You're in total control of your life. Always, no matter what happens. And that's kind of the theme that I have been seeing in my life for the past few weeks, is that there is literally no meaning to life whatsoever. You give it meaning, and it's important to realize that there is no reason to do anything. But then again, there's also not a reason not to do anything. That's actually out of Mark Manson's book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Frick. And I don't know how I tied that together with quitting smoking, but for me that makes a lot of sense. Because the circumstances don't matter. If you don't change, life will be the same. And that's the thing that I learned from quitting smoking. So this was just a really quick video, and I want to thank you for watching. I am curious, what have you learned about quitting smoking? Or do you still smoke? Or do you want to quit? Or do you don't smoke at all? Tell me in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. I already said that. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.